Soriano, Week 13 picks in the NFL here on the Soriano Network. And we will start at MetLife Stadium with my Jets and the Giants. Now, since Week 7, the Jets have given up a league-high 1,702 passing yards. And the Giants are on that far behind, 1,610, excuse me. Jets won't have Revis today. Concussion. Which I think if Revis was there anyway, he gets torched by Beckham. Revis has been torched all year by good receivers. He can shut the backup and the third string down, but against the team's top wide receivers, they've been torching Revis all year. There's no doubt about that. You can't hide that, even if you're a diehard Jet fan, which I am. You cannot disagree with that notion. And I don't think there's anyone on the Jets team that can stop Beckham today. Or ever, for that matter. So this is going to be an entertaining game for the fans. Obviously in New York, both teams are battling for a playoff spot. But I do think the Giants have too much firepower. And if you say, well, Chris, what's the firepower they have? You know, the Jets have Marshall. The Jets have, Decker. The Jets have Odell Beckham Jr. alone runs circles around all those people. I'm sorry. And you have a quarterback also that I'm still not 100% behind, and that's Fitzpatrick. Eli to Beckham has been magic. Eli can throw in other people's directions and throw pick after pick after pick. Eli and Beckham are money. Eli and Beckham will be money today. Giants 40, Jets 27 in MetLife Stadium. Cardinals and the Rams. This game's going to be telling for Arizona, and we're going to kind of get an in-depth look now of what life is like for Arizona without Chris Johnson, without Andre Ellington. David Johnson, 35 career carries. He's going to get the start today for Arizona. And beyond him, the Cardinals are really short on the depth chart in the backfield. And Stephen Taylor, Kerwan Williams, doesn't strike the fear of God in me. This might be the ideal game for Arizona to kick off that new run game that we've been hearing about all week. The Rams are ranked 21st against the run, giving up 111 yards per game, so they could do that today against St. Louis. Give me the Cardinals 26, Rams 17. Either way, give me the Cardinals over the Rams today in Week 13. Players-only meeting was held with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. They had been struggling. A 5-0 start, and they're now 6-4, 6-5 on the season. So they had a players-only meeting Monday. That should spark an inspired effort, no? On both sides of the football. And turnovers, penalties, hurt in the end for the Falcons against the Buccaneers. He did move the offense with ease against Tampa Bay, Matt Ryan. But Tampa Bay won that game. The return of Devontae Freeman with a concussion after a one-game absence. That should provide a jolt as well for Atlanta, as should the season debut of Devin Hester, who is an awesome return man. Greatest return man of all time? Well, he can return them. There's no doubt about that. Falcons over the Bucs today. Give me 24-17. I mean, to me, the scores don't matter. It's just like if I feel like throwing a score out, I feel like throwing a score out. This morning, I feel like throwing a score out. Seahawks and Vikings. Everyone's picking the Vikings, but we can't count out Seattle yet. I don't like counting them out. And the Vikings are going to have their hands full. Seattle's second-ranked running game, particularly with the availability of the nose tackle, Lavonte Joseph, in doubt because of a foot injury. So Anthony Barr, Harrison Smith are dealing with injuries too. So that means the Vikings could have a key defender at less than 100% at every level of their scheme today. That's not going to be good. And that's not going to be good against the Seahawks team that has lost twice in December since 2011. So that might be a little bit too much for the Vikings to handle today. Best way to exploit the Seahawks has been to come up with a few big play strikes. It hurts them. And unless the Vikings are able to do that, they could find themselves in the short end of a physical game. I'm going to put them on a short end of a physical game anyway. Seattle 2017 over the Vikings today. Bills-Texans. This is the Bills' first home game in 4 weeks, and probably their last chance to turn around a season that has been teetering on the level of a major disappointment. And if the Bills' recent history is any indication, last year, you know what they did. They played their best game of last season at home in Week 15 against the Packers. So they'll stay alive, and they'll make their upcoming trips to Philly and Washington more interesting by beating the Texans. Now, Brian Hoyer has the 4th best total quarterback rating this season, but if the Bills, he hasn't played a lot of games either, but if the Bills defense isn't shutting Brian Hoyer down today, then there is something seriously wrong with Rex Ryan's defensive unit. Give me the Bills 20-10 over the Texans. The Ravens, Dolphins. Ravens are 4-0 against Miami since 2008, and they continue to be a tough matchup. The Dolphins also have a lot of issues with their 27th ranked offense entering Sunday's game, and they fired former offensive coordinator Bill Lazor, and interim replacement Zach Taylor will call plays for the first time in his career. To me, I don't like doing this in the middle of a season. I don't like doing it before a game, the week of. There's just too much change on the fly, and I don't like too much change on the fly. Give me the Ravens 23-16 over the Dolphins. We have Bengals, Browns, Titans, Jaguars, 49ers, Bears, Chargers, Broncos, and the Chiefs and the Raiders, as well as the primetime games and Philly and New England. All after this in our Week 13 picks on the Soriano Network on YouTube for the National Football League.